More than a few people have reached out to me and told me that they feel hopeless, they're alone, they're isolated, and they feel like they failed. Just because you're alone, you're single, and you're by yourself, that doesn't mean you're a failure. So that's why I'm making this video, is because I don't want you guys out there that are having temporary feelings defeat you, because all of us go through that at some point or another. We all go through those feelings, and just remember that those feelings are temporary. They're not going to be, just don't stay in that state. For me, the enemy is inertia. You have to get up and get going and move yourself physically and mentally to realize that those are just temporary feelings, and you've got more important things to do than sit around on the couch and worry about what other people think or what you think about yourself in that moment. I know loneliness can feel overwhelming sometimes when you're single and by yourself. I still go through moments of loneliness. It's just a common thing that happens to us once in a while. It can make us feel like we're falling behind. It can make us feel like we've failed at life. And that couldn't be further from the truth. Society makes us feel that way because they push the idea of being with someone relates to success. What you have to do is just normalize being single and being alone and work on yourself and just constantly try to improve. And just acknowledge that there are social pressures around being in relationships. Being single is not a sign of failure. It's a phase of growth, reflection, and opportunity. Use being single as an opportunity to discover different things that you might like, to try new things that you have the freedom of choice to do. Here's a few ideas to try if you're single and you're feeling the loneliness and you feel like you failed or you're falling behind. Here's a few things that helped me, and they may help you. And one of them is to stay active. Now, I used to have a coworker of mine told me that nothing worked for him when he was single until he started working out at the gym. Now, I'm not one of those kind of people. I'm not a gym person, but I would rather be playing basketball in a pickup game or playing golf. Or the gym always kind of made me feel like it was work, you know. That's just me. But he said nothing happened for him until he started going to the gym and working out on a regular basis. He found that it made him feel better about himself. It made him more confident. It made him start being more social. And he said after about 3 or 4 months, after he got into the habit of working out 3 times a week, going to the gym, he met someone, and it turned out that it was someone special for him, and they ended up later getting married, and he's still married today. So that's one thing about being single that you can try, is just to stay active, doing something, anything. Going for a walk, go jogging, walk your dog. You got to keep moving. The next thing to try is a new hobby. You might try something that you haven't tried before, or revisit something you used to do in your past to keep you busy, keep your mind working. Find an activity that you enjoy and see if you can learn more about it. The next thing is you have to limit those negative thoughts. Just recognize that those thoughts are not something that's in your favor. They're not going to contribute to your long-term goals or your happiness. So why entertain those thoughts? For me, it's always temporary, and it's always a moment of when my blood sugar is low, or when I'm sitting around too long those thoughts always seem to attack when we are at our weakest. And I've noticed that. It's always when we're at our weakest is when those thoughts creep in. Just remember, strength is not avoiding loneliness. It's about dealing with it and growing through it. We all go through seasons where we're kind of down. We all go through seasons where we're not feeling like we're getting anywhere. Just recognize that it's temporary. You're going to get through it. Whether or not you're in a relationship, you're going to get through it. Just recognize that those thoughts are attacking when you're probably at your weakest. Just don't dwell on those negative thoughts, because that's what they are. They're an enemy of all of us, and they're not doing us any good. So why sit there and think on those? Think on what you need to do. Think on what you're interested in and start moving in that direction. Just let being single be to your advantage. A lot of people right now are enjoying being single because it gives them time to rediscover things about themselves, rediscover things they might be interested in, and it gives them time and the freedom to go chase what they really want. Work on your goals, work on your dreams. I did a video about that. Just remember also that we're all limited by time. Time is ticking away as we speak. To sit around and waste time and energy on those negative thoughts is just that. It's a waste of our time. So don't feel bad. Don't feel like you're a failure. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. Never. That's not an option. Because a day can make a big difference, and sometimes you might bump into the right person, or you might discover an opportunity that wasn't there yesterday. So don't beat yourself up about being single. Don't beat yourself up about feeling like you failed or you're falling behind. Learn to embrace being single and enjoy your time alone, and use it to figure out things that you want to do. I guarantee if you concentrate on those kind of things, the temporary feelings, bad feelings that we all get will fade. You'll start enjoying life a little bit more. Just remember, the enemy is inertia. You don't want to be sitting around too long doing nothing. That's the bad part about it. You don't want to do that. Stay active, stay doing things, stay busy learning new things. You'll get there. Just don't give up. I've had too many friends in my past give up. You don't want to end up in that kind of situation. It's not worth it. Just keep moving. Find a way to enjoy being single, like a lot of us on here have. There's a lot of guys on here that they would rather be single right now. Now, if you meet the right person, I'm open to meeting the right person, but that's the difficult. If you want to be with somebody, the difficult part about that is seeking and searching and finding that right woman. But until you meet her, just be happy being single, and don't let the negative thoughts keep you down and make you feel like you're falling behind, because you're not. You're not alone. There's a lot of us out here that are in the same boat. I just wanted to make this to encourage you to not give up and keep working toward your dreams and goals, and keep your mind open as far as meeting someone, and it'll happen. Just concentrate on working on yourself to be the right person for that person that's going to show up in your life. I hope this helps you feel better. Leave a comment below if you have different ideas of what to do. If I missed some things, I'm sure I did. So leave comments below, because your comments might be seen by one of these guys who are not feeling good right now, and they might learn from what you have experienced. Do the best you can with what you got, wherever you're at, and I'll see you guys next time.